Hi everyone, this is Bill Farquharson. Welcome to the next short attention span webinar. Kelly, I think we're talking faster and faster. Is that a good thing or an ADD thing?
That's something I've always struggled with. I need to try to slow myself down. I know it.
No, we can't. Our audience is a short attention span. We have to get moving on. We can't even build a rapport. We have to keep
hey, look over there.
Today we're going to talk about preparing for the call. 5 things to look for prior to picking up the phone. Kelly, why is this an issue at all? Why do this?
Well, really, it arms us with more information so we can differentiate ourselves from everybody else. We don't want to just pick up the phone and say, hey, do you buy printing? We sell printing. It improves the value of the call for sure. It definitely allows our voicemail to be more, to stand out more from everybody else out there. And it might just, if we've crafted it really well and if we've really done our homework, it might actually get us some return phone calls. So the more knowledge we have, the more professional we'll sound, the more informed we are, the more impressive we'll be to the person on the other end of the phone call who might say, wow, this person actually knows something about me. I'm going to listen. And again, what we're really, really talking about here is differentiation. You want to be different from the other 6 vendors that have already called this person today and have them be the one that says, wow, this person is saying something of value, something different. Again, they've done their homework, so I'm actually going to listen to what they have to say.
You know what, Kelly, I got an email on Friday from a woman who's been in my Sales Challenge program for 5 months, and she sent me this wonderful email. And it said, for the first time in the 9 months that I've been in sales, for the first time, I feel confident talking to someone. And the confidence she spoke to comes from the pre-call prep.
That's fantastic.
That single step put that confidence in my voice that I'm not just picking up the phone and talking about print. I'm talking about the customer. So first we have to talk quickly, because this is a whole webinar that we do, on where to look. And the first place, obviously, is the company website. We're going to really focus on that today. But there's also Google, and there's Giga Alert, which is a version of Google, a little product, if you will, of Google. And, of course, there's LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter and Jigsaw and things like that, all those little social media outlets. But today we're going to look at 5 places that if you're looking at their company website, what am I looking for? My first one, Kelly, is what they do. And this is kind of a no-brainer. Who am I talking to? If it's like, Malazi Associates, that covers a lot of ground. If it's Malazi Construction, well, that's a little bit different. But then again, what kind of construction do they do? So the number one thing is, what do they do? What are their products? What are their services? That kind of thing. That's pretty straightforward, because that's going to allow me, one of the other short attention span webinars we talk about, do we want to put a sample in the mail? That's going to help me to figure out what kind of sample. I also want to know something, I want to get some in-depth history on them as well. So it's not just, oh, they're in that industry, but where are they positioned in that industry? What's their history? Are they locally owned? Are they corporate? I really want to get a thorough background. It's almost like I'm doing a report for high school or something on everything that they do. The next one up is the press releases and announcements. Kelly, what are we going to learn in a press release or an announcement?
Well, you're going to kind of understand the vision of the company, possibly where they're going. Typically, they'll write a press release if they've got a new product that they're launching, or they're going to be exhibiting at a trade show, or they've added a new person. These are very, very valuable things to look at, and look at several of them. And also, you want to look at who's writing the press release, because that's typically going to be a media or a marketing or an advertising type of person. So oftentimes, the people that are writing those press releases end up being our customers. So it's a very, very valuable place to look on the website. And again, announcements, they might just be announcing that they just hired a new chief marketing officer. So what a great opportunity to send a card in the mail. Congratulations on your new position, that kind of thing, and really start laying the groundwork there. So press releases, without a doubt, are very valuable places to look for information.
And I think one other part of that, Kelly, it would be a calendar. It's fine that they've got a calendar of events. I'm going to want to know about that. It's going to tell me if they're involved in any trade shows. It's going to tell me if they're doing any training or educating or anything like that. So always click on that.
Yeah, that's very good.
And that's not, now where would I find a calendar? If it's not a direct link, where would that be, in the About Us? Or
usually it's going to be in About Us. And I think that, that brings up a really good point, Bill, is that you just should spend some time on a site, because sometimes things get buried in tabs that you might not, you just have to look around a little, click and click and click again, into different areas and be fairly familiar with the entire website, again, as part of your research process.
The next up, we've got their selling philosophy. The selling philosophy is essentially, this is where we are in the market. We're bottom feeders. Now, if their website says we are the lowest price flooring company in all of New England, well, their selling philosophy is price. If their selling philosophy says we love our customers, we're a family-owned, 75 years we've been in business, and we're third generation, and people come to us for reputation and name and loyalty, etc. Kelly, why is that of value? Why do we care about what their selling philosophy is?
Typically what you're going to find is that the way a company sells their own products mirrors how they buy. So if they're a low-cost provider and they're screaming that all over their website, then typically they're going to buy based on price and be looking for low-cost providers as well. Conversely, if they are all about prestige and reputation and relationships, chances are they're going to buy that way as well. And so you may want to, anyway, consider investing more time and energy on those people that are looking for, for the prestige and the relationship, which is not to say that we don't go after those low-cost providers as well. We just take possibly a different approach to how we sell to them.
Well, I think the other thing is, Kelly, if I get stuck in a price war, and I've got somebody who is a relationship-type company, and I am going to, and I'm being told that I'm too high, that they're going to go with the lowest bidder, it opens up the opportunity for me to say, but that's not how you sell.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do business like that. Why are you doing business with me like that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fine line. You really have to walk it. You have to be very careful not to be accusatory. But it's a good point. Essentially what you're saying is, dude, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful there. The next one is the currency of the site. This is an instance. One of the first things I look for. I go to the bottom of the page, and I look to see if it says copyright, and I look for the year. Because if it says copyright 2007, that to me is not a great sign. You know what I mean, Kelly? I mean, you've sold digital and variable before. What does that tell you when it doesn't look like it's been updated in a while?
Well, it would lead you to believe that they haven't made a priority of their way of communicating. That if they've let their website go 4 years stale, then that may be the mindset of, again, how they market themselves, how they prioritize, kind of what's going on within the organization in general. So you might question, are they really going to be an adapter of digital technology and some more kind of modern thinking if they haven't even updated their website in 4 years?
And then finally, their contact us page, and this is fine. This is a gem of an area. Now you would think, well, wait a minute, now contact us. It's just going to have like a form there, isn't it? Well, yeah, that's awesome. Fill out the form. Request some information. See what comes. See how long it takes. Because I tell you, if you ever get a chance to talk to the marketing manager, for example, and you said, how do people find out about you? And the guy said, a lot of people find us through the website. Okay, I was on your website. It didn't really ask me a lot of information. So maybe what we could do is we could ask better questions, and therefore we could provide more and better information to someone. The contact us page is just a hidden area of great opportunity. And Kelly, what else am I going to get out of the contact us page? Or anything else I'm missing on this?
Well, again, it may automatically just open up Outlook and send an email, which again tells you quite a bit about the company too. If it just sends you to an email to info@aspire4.com, you're thinking, oh, okay, well, again, it tells you the level of sophistication and the level of the information that they have. So that can start you down the path of the what-if questions. What if we could make this data collection more robust, and what if you knew more about your customers, and those kinds of things that again, lead them down the path of thinking, okay, this person isn't just out to sell me printing. They're actually asking me some really insightful questions. It's a great differentiator.
And you know what? If they're not asking great questions on the Contact Us page, that doesn't mean that you say, well, not a great prospect. It actually might be a great prospect because you could help them to get better information, and then you could maybe put together a print campaign that says, Let's drive people to that website. Let's get better information. Let's collect that data, and then let's massage that data, make certain that they are getting communications on an ongoing basis. So it might be that this is the start of a good thing and not just a quick judgment. And we urge you, these are 5 things to look for. We urge you not to throw the baby out with the bathwater just because those things don't exist, because really what we're looking for here is a way to finish the sentence. The purpose of my call is, without talking about you, your product, or your service. So I might say, hey, the purpose of my call is to talk about something that I saw on your website. I was on your calendar. I understand you've got education classes. I would imagine you want to fill those classes. I can help you to do that. Now, Kelly, in that whole speech, what was the one word that was missing?
Print.
Print. I didn't say anything about print. I didn't say, hey, I want to be your printer. I want to talk about your print. I said, I did some research on you. What does that do? Like Kelly said, it differentiates. Okay? It makes me stand alone. Number 2, it says, you're not just the next name on some list that I bought. Now, the third thing is that I went and said, here's something that is obviously important to you. I can help you to meet your goals. That is the perfect sales call that we talk about. Stop selling print. Start solving problems. And it starts with the pre-call prep. There is a ton to this issue. We wanted to give you just kind of a quick overview of exactly what to look for. Kelly, anything to wrap this one up?
Yeah, again, I think we cannot stress enough how important it is to know something about your customer before you pick up the phone and be able to, as Bill said, say something other than I want to sell you printing when you pick up the phone. So that'll do it for today, I think.
I think so. Thank you, all you short attention span webinar attendees. We look forward to the next one in a week. And maybe this one will expand to 11 minutes to really push the threshold of your short attention span. All right. Thanks, Kelly. Great job.
Thanks, Bill.